chopping killers and do it. He with his bitch, do it. He with his mama. He with his baby, do it. Nigga. All this money making nigga do it. Nigga.
While the police are still investigating the murder, Yungeen Ace Foolio's biggest rival in Jacksonville continues to release diss tracks detailing his participation in the murder of Julio Foolio.
Well, after Yungeen Ace gets shot and his brother gets killed, you wore a t-shirt that said "Rest in Piss 23."
Yeah.
Why do that?
So when I do something, I'm gonna go all the way, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I went all the way and I addressed it. Yeah.
In this movie, I will delve deep into the depths of Yungeen Ace's actions and metaphors to uncover the real reasons why he killed Julio Foolio. Yungeen Ace admits to killing Foolio. First, I want to start by telling you that in my whole life I have never seen a case of extreme self-snitching like the one I will tell you about right now. Just barely a week after Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio was gunned down in his biggest op, Yungeen Ace can't stop running his mouth about what he did and how he did it.
Chopping killers and do it. He with his bitch, do it. He with his mama. He with his baby, do it. Nigga. All this money making nigga do it. Nigga.
Just 8 hours after Julio Foolio's tragic death, Yungeen Ace released a new song, Do It, in which he dissed Foolio and insulted him with explicit lyrics that sound quite heavy for the ears. Aside from the diss being offensive, fans wonder if Ace is just casually telling on himself or if he is just eager to go to jail. Incriminatory lines in the songs, like "Just call the phone," say they got the low. "I told them to do it," drew wild reactions on the internet. Take a look at this.
Man, come on, man! Hear what he said? He said, hey, they called my phone, he dropped the low! He dropped the low!
That is crazy, you know, because I had the same response when the lines were first thrown at me, like boom. Oh, here's another one. Midway into the track, any day a week, I bet a __ comes up missing. Better stay on point. He better not be out here slipping.
But like, yo, am I tripping, or how in the hell does this song fit perfectly with what the hell is going on? Did like everybody see this coming? Was this already a plant situation? Like,
I mean, almost everyone is out here thinking that Yungeen Ace is putting himself out there as Foolio's murderer, and guys, their points are valid still on crazy reactions. Fans are out there with their feet in FBI shoes, interrogating every line in the lyrics. Some are saying the disc was recorded a week before Foolio was shot, while some think that Yungeen Ace recorded the disc shortly after Foolio's death. Whichever way, Yungeen Ace is out here snitching on himself. Some fans are saying that the disc will pass as a magnificent piece of evidence during the investigation. Then Boys was plotting a week ahead. He posted the pool party flyer a week ago. Listening to this make you do it. Hold up, remember this: a week before his birthday, Foolio posted an invitation flyer on his social media with the location disclosed. That the first comment under the post was this getting shot up. I believe 1 week is enough time for the lyrical genius Yungeen Ace to cook, do it, and simultaneously plan an attack on Foolio. He said it himself: any day of the week. I bet it come up missing. Yungeen went on spitting jaw-breaking bars in that diss. He certainly did not mention Foolio's name in it, but the lyrics of the song outrightly point to Ace committing murder. He says stolen and rental with choppers and killers in it. Catch his ass and do his ass, you know he finished, bro. If this isn't self-snitching, then I don't know for real. Yungeen Ace is going all out on that jam. That is not even a diss. No more sounds like a confession to me. Hold up. Guys, the Ace is not done. It's barely been a week, and the rapper has dropped another diss track aimed at Foolio. Yungeen Ace certainly wants to go to jail, because what is all this snitching for? 2 diss tracks in a week must be handled. I'm sure he was like, if the first diss didn't make a statement, this one would do for sure. You know, I was still scrolling through the crazy comments that it was attracting when I saw that Yungeen Ace had dropped another one. I was like, damn, Ace thinks he is DJ Ked. He named this new diss Game Over because it is a game over, because it is a game over for real. His biggest foe is gone, and now the whole of Jacksonville is his from the title. I can promise you that Game Over slaps harder than Do It. Let's get right into the words. Wait a minute, let me show you the craziest thing I have seen on the internet this week. Foolio replying to Yungeen Ace from the great beyond Jacksonville has to be the new W West. Yungeen Ace's Game Over is a clear sign. There are certainly no two ways about it.
This nigga got a Don Julio. Oh my God.
In the video, he was drinking Don Julio, a metaphoric symbol of winning the game over Julio Foolio. Yungeen Ace is cold as ice. Yungeen Ace dropped the Game Over on the 28th of June at exactly 600 p.m. The title and timing carry very disrespectful meanings again. Yungeen Ace is snitching on himself this time around. He is being frank. Ace spit bars like dead on the floor. Dead on arrival, Mr. Six, I'm still yelling out. Remember, Foolio was attacked at the parking lot of the hotel. He had just arrived, but that's not all.
We gotta understand is this right here. When he say Mr. Six, we gotta realize that that is Julio Foolio's name. Julio Foolio used to call himself Six because he is Little Six and his big brother is Big Six.
Yep, that is true. Foolio and his big brother both shared the name Six, and I will tell you why this nickname is drawn from the 6th block in Jacksonville, where Julio Foolio and his big brother hail from. The territory stretches from 45th in Moncrief down to Avenue B. Julio Foolio specifically hails from the Northside Hilltop Village apartment, which Foolio described as the most dangerous ghetto in Florida. Yeah, you better not sleep on the fact that Yungeen Ace was specifically referring to Julio Foolio when he littered the figure 6 in every angle of his lyrics in his new jam Game Over. Yungeen Ace didn't even plan to go easy on this track. The song started with "Y'all know I smoke dead people, man, you know what I'm saying, and I smoke 6, I sent my doubt out the window." He is certainly talking about how he killed Foolio. Yes, we all know what he is saying. We also know that he is best known for dissing dead people, like when he released Who I Smoke, where he dissed all the dead rappers in Jacksonville, most of which were affiliated with Julio Foolio, including his brother BBI. Who I Smoke BBI. Remember that Jam Yungeen released the jam shortly after the attack on Foolio, which claimed BB's life. He dissed BBI in the song and disrespected Foolio. That affected Foolio so badly that he started a war with Yungeen Ace and all of Young's affiliates.
Complete opposite of the Ace situation. Complete opposite. 4 shot, 3 dead. 4 shot, 1 dead. That's tough.
He went on to spit incriminatory bars like 4 in the car, and 1 of them died and 3 got hit. I told them __, they don't want no war with this. This is where it gets even tougher because ye just explained the exact situation at the crime scene. The cops reported 1 dead body and 3 injured. Unfortunately, the dead body was recognized as Foolio. He probably wanted to echo Foolio's name so loudly that the DIC could hear it. Do you get it?
Even y'all supporters and y'all fans are looking at y'all like y'all are the ones that done killed Julio Foolio. And then you come out with a song called Game Over.
It is almost like Yungeen is trying to prove everyone's suspicion. The game over is him admitting to killing Julio. Yungeen likens Julio Foolio's death to take a shot of Don Julio's mask. Get up close. This is another solved case. Don Julio shot himself in the face, so he said this is another closed case, as he's saying that the authorities will not probe the murder of the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers responded to Yungeen Ace's diss track. He said Yungeen Ace is putting himself out there to be arrested. He said if you dance too close to the sun, you would get burned for sure. Yungeen Ace releasing Do It and Game Over within just a week following Foolio's murder seems like dancing too close to the sun, and he would get burned again. Game Over has drawn crazy reactions on the internet. It is a dope song, yeah, but it is more of a confession than a diss, and I wonder how Yungeen Ace is not thinking about it. He probably wants to go to jail for real. Ace told DJ Vlad that he was not ready to settle the fight with Foolio. He was very clear about that. When Vlad told him that Foolio was thinking about settling with him, he went on to say that Foolio was thinking about settling because he had gotten what he wanted and he was probably scared for his life. Right after this show, I knew that things were going to get a little crazier. Yungeen Ace is on the front lines of one of the most dangerous rap gangs in Jacksonville. ATK means Ace's top killers meant to kill, or in some cases, short for attack. In recent years, most of the crimes in Jacksonville have been attributed to the actions of this rap gang. Ace's biggest challenge and rival in Jacksonville, Florida, is Julio Foolio. He has no love for Foolio, and though the rapper has said that he has not met Foolio before, his rise to fame is linked to the altercations between him and Foolio. Julio Foolio equally comes from Jacksonville. He was Yungeen's biggest rival, and he poses as the leader of one of Jacksonville's most dangerous gangs. TT stands for Kill Them. Although Foolio had officially refuted the claims that TT even exists, the media had attributed the name and the activities of the gang to Foolio. There is no actual certainty as to when the beef between Yungeen Ace and Julio Foolio started, but what I can tell you is that the two had both mentioned that the beef started as a misunderstanding but soon escalated into gun violence, which has claimed lives, properties, and disrupted public peace in Florida. June 5, 2018 is a very important date in the telling of this story. On this day, Yungeen Ace was in a club celebrating his cousin's birthday. 23 Yungeen Ace was out with 2 other AK members, including his blood brother Kwangwan and his friend Kobe. They partied and had fun all night. Yungeen Ace was totally oblivious to the fact that his life was about to take a crazy turn forever. Yungeen Ace shared an update on social media about how 23's birthday was going. They seemed to be having fun at the time the gang stopped at the Wasabi Japanese steakhouse to have lunch, and in the spirit of celebration, they all shared pictures on social media, which seemed to be the precursor of the whole life-changing event.
We don't never go out to eat because we don't do nothing fun.
Right, yeah.
So that was like our first time going out like that. And like, I ain't gonna lie, we was slipping.
Yungeen Ace had expressed his regrets over that day countless times in interviews. It was the most horrible day of his life, a day that started with celebration and finished with tragedy.
We was coming from Wasabi. It was my little brother's 23th birthday. We were leaving and shit. We really like I said, we were hanging out though. We weren't, you know what I'm saying? We was just hanging out though. We had our guard down, that's what it was.
Yungeen Ace confirmed that was when everything went crazy. He said they let their guard down by posting their pictures and videos on social media. Their location was picked, and that was it. He went on to explain that his brother 23 had just turned 18, and they were crazy about it until their joy turned to ashes, and everything went south. Like literally, an eyewitness explained that he had seen the acts engaged in a heated argument with some other guys that would later result in gunshots, but Yungeen Ace had reported differently. Yungeen Ace believes that people who shot at them were hiding in the parking lot and observing their moves, so when they started driving, they drove down to John Town Center. When an unidentified vehicle pulled up, police reported that an unidentified vehicle drove by at the stoplight and opened fire on Yungeen Ace and his brothers. Well, the drive-by shooter might be referred to as unidentified by the police, but Yungeen Ace knew exactly where the attack came from.
My little brother 23, my best friend, he really on the ground, like calling for me.
And then you see, his lifeless body being taken away into an ambulance. And as that's happening, Yungeen Ace releases a diss track. Did you hear what he just said? He said, "Fellas got the low, I told them to do it." Now, if they can link Yungeen Ace to any kind of case related to this is coming into evidence. Now we're gonna have more killings because it's just gonna fuel it even more. If you dance close to the sun, you're gonna get fucking burned. Look at that car. That is premeditated first-degree murder, no question about it. But I mean, and then admitting to crimes online. You watch, all this stuff is gonna come out. We're seeing it in Young Thug's case, where they're using his own lyrics against him in a criminal trial. And it's not like I'm some older white guy saying, "Well, the music of the youth today is so no, it's they're killing each other. They're killing each other. It just has to stop.
To this story in Tampa, where police are still looking for the person who shot and killed a rapper and hurt 3 others outside of a hotel there. 3 others were injured in that shooting, as we said, but 26-year-old Charles Jones, was also known as Foolio, was reportedly there to celebrate his birthday. I think he was turning, 26 or 27. Police are still trying to figure out a motive for the shooting, but in some of his songs, he made jokes about the murders of people in other groups as well as rappers.
I heard probably 2 series of shots, maybe like 5 shots each. And then probably like 5 minutes later, just heard some voices.
At that hotel, because according to social media posts, his pool party at an Airbnb was shut down by police. He alerted people, "Listen, I'm moving my party to this other hotel," so people knew where he was going. And the people who ambushed him allegedly came there to do that. 3 other victims are being treated at a hospital.
I'm gonna be honest about Foolio. He had a lot of ops. Yungeen Ace wasn't his only enemy. He was disrespectful, he was rude, he used to diss the dead, so I can see why a lot of people would want his head on the stick. And when you look at his murder, it can be anybody. Yes, it can be Yungeen Ace, because we know they had a public feud, but it also could be somebody that we have no recollection of, somebody who wasn't in the public light. And that's the problem with his murder. He had all these beefs. He disrespected so many people that when he get his ass taken out, we don't know where to start. We can guess, we can speculate, we can get on here and talk about what we think we know, but that's gonna create a problem because now everybody's clout chasing. Have y'all noticed that about Foolio murder? Everybody wants to be a suspect. They lining up to be a suspect. You got low budget rappers clout chasing. You got them trolling on IG. Everybody claiming they responsible. Everybody putting their damn hand in the air talking about make a video about me. Have y'all noticed that? So I'm looking at this Foolio case. I'm looking at Yungeen Ace, he's clout chasing. I'm looking at all the other Florida rappers, they clout chasing. Who the hell is responsible? And I'm gonna blame the bloggers too. We gotta take some onus in this whole situation as well. Cause we get on here, we do half-ass research and we drop a video and everybody like, oh dang, he might be responsible. And the person we make a video about, he goes to IG and he's clout chasing. He loving the moment. He's like, I got a low budget rapper. I get to be involved with Foolio. They think I did it. I'm gonna eat this all up. I'm gonna try to get the promo off of this. So that creates a problem as well, and now everybody's confused. Because ever since Foolio been murdered, it's been about 5 suspects, all of them low-budget local rappers. We done heard about Foolie from the Foe, J4 Crazy, and now we got this other rapper named Slimy Kino.
Ace had that money on his head, you know, Ace had him put that 10K up. Told me to slide, told me to smack food. They on everything I love, bro. On the dead homies, bro. I put it on everything on my soul, on my kids, nigga. I'm the one that smacked Foolio that night.
Y'all heard that? He put it on his kids. He put it on his mama. He put it on his dead homies that he's responsible for Foolio murder. And he self-snitched on himself. And he also snitched on Yungeen Ace because he said Yungeen Ace paid him $10K to do it. Now, do you guys believe him? Because I played this video for a couple of my homies. I played this video for a couple of family members, and they all said, that's the killer right there. He telling you what happened, cuz what more do you want him to say? I don't feel that way. I think this dude is clout chasing. And him putting on his kids, him putting on his mom, it don't really mean nothing nowadays. Fellas, we all done did that before. Your woman catch you cheating. She got all the evidence. You jumping up and down, you saying it's not true. The first thing you gonna do is put it on your kids and put it on your mama, knowing damn well you lying. It don't hold the same weight like it used to. You remember back when I was growing up, when somebody put it on their mama, that mean they telling the truth. Hey man, you did this, you did that. Put it on your mama, you did it. I put it on my mama. Okay, he did. He telling the truth. That don't mean that nowadays. Because nowadays people will lie. They'll put it on their mama, they'll put it on their granny. So they don't really mean what they used to be. So let's just be very clear. I heard a lot of people say, he put it on his kids, he must be telling the truth. That don't mean nothing. A lie don't care who tell it. But let's continue.
Like when he got dropped at his birthday celebration, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna show my face and give my identity away or nothing like that, but you know, I did that, you feel me? There was money on his head, you feel me? I rock with Ace and them boys, you feel me? ATK, you feel me? I be in Jacksonville heavy, you feel me? If you know, you know. But yeah, you feel me? I did that, you feel me? I handled that, cuz, you know, Ace had that money on his head, you know, Ace had them put that 10K up. Told me to slide, told me to smack food, cause you know he got tired of that nigga running his mouth playing all the time, you feel me? So what had to be done, you feel what I'm saying? So I just handled it, you feel me?
Y'all believe him? He said Yungeen Ace put $10,000 on Foolio head and told him to go smack him. He said he really didn't want to do it, but that 10K sounded so good to him that he had to do it. I'm not buying that at all. All because $10,000 is real cheap. That ain't no real money. You can blow that in 2 weeks. So I refuse to believe that this dude coming on camera with a sock on his face talking about I did it for $10,000. Yungeen Ace really wanted that to happen. First of all, if it's true, you're stupid. Because the eyes can tell who the person is. It's somebody who's going to recognize you with a sock on your head.
Police say a man was chased and then shot and killed.
These groups, I won't name them, they know who they are. We're not going to tolerate any retribution, any revenge.
3 deadly shootings happening across our area overnight.
A man was found dead in a garage on Jacksonville's south side this morning.
New at 5, a man in his early 20s is in the hospital right now following a shooting in northwest Jacksonville. JSO says he was hit up to 4 times in the shoulder and back.
I talked to a witness who told me the car came from this direction and then slammed right into this building.
Breaking news. A man is dead in an early morning shooting. Officers say that they were called out to the Lakeshore area just after 5 this morning, and it came reporting off of a gunfire report.
Overnight, one person is in stable condition. This is after being shot in what the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is calling a drive-by shooting.
One man is dead after he was shot and then crashed his car into a building on Myrtle Avenue last night in Jacksonville.
Tonight, police investigating after a man crashed his car into this building, then died from a gunshot wound.